paying Miranda a lot to do our jury consulting. Why don't you listen to her?
I only have one strike left.
Use it on this guy. You'll never win the case with him on the panel.
No, I say leave him.
We did some surveillance. Took some photos. This guy's bad for us. Too smart, too analytical, too conservative, no empathy, and he's divorced. He'll resent Kevin because he probably wishes he could have killed his ex-wife to get her money.
She said pick Hispanic women. Does he look like an Hispanic woman?
What? Picking a jury is kind of politically incorrect.
Hispanic women, especially older ones, empathy levels are off the charts on this one. Kevin is being blamed for doing something he didn't do.
Stormer's already knocked all Hispanic women off the panel. Now this guy could work for us. Our whole case is based on the head wound and everything else is just noise. Now a smart guy like this has a better chance of following what we have to say and convincing the others on how to vote. Your Honor, the defense accepts juror number 3.
And they say I've got the biggest ego. This is your guy, Tom. If he reams us, it's on you.
Thanks, Ron. Helps a lot.
This is not a good panel for you guys.
Again, doctor, if you could just focus on the initial trauma.
The initial head trauma, quite possibly eliciting secondary
Doctor,
splintering.
could you simplify this?
Which part?
All of it. Wait, secondary splintering, that's new. What does that mean?
The 2 hematomas can cause the appearance of 5 lacerations.
How?
But the physical composition of bone...
Simpler.
Skulls are matrixed bone.
Simpler.
If you drop a watermelon once, it cracks all over like you dropped it a lot of times.
Hey, how'd the final pretrial hearing go?
Good. How Palermo do with the mock jury panels?
Not great. I'm getting him there, Ron. Today, for the first time, he told me 2 head blows can cause 5 lacerations, which explains our accident theory.
You're kidding. That's great. So how did we do? Give me results.
We tried our case using the accident theory 6 times.
Yeah, and so?
0 for 6. We lost every time.
That's okay. I only got to win once with a real jury. Right?
Finally, the day of judgment arrives for Kevin O'Neill, and we're hearing reports that the murder weapon, a golf club, has been found.
No comment yet from the defense on this bombshell.
Comment on the golf voting. How's everybody doing?
Luther says it's not true. The DA swears it's a rumor. They don't have the club, but who knows?
So what if they do have it? It wouldn't matter. I didn't do it.
We know, Kevin, we know. Now look, take notes. The jury likes to see that you're listening and look confident. If we look like winners, the jury thinks we're winning.
When the judge comes in and we all rise, help us kick our table up a couple of inches, gives us a better sight line with the jury. Hey, every little bit helps.
You are our shadow jury. You're being paid to watch the case live from beginning to end as it comes in, just like the real jury. We'll follow what they think and make adjustments to what we do in court.
Which side are we on, anyway?
Doesn't matter. Watch the closed circuit coverage, then we'll talk about the evidence and what you would like to see if you were the jury in court. Okay?
Are the people ready to proceed?
Your Honor, the people call lead detective Joe Franklin to the stand.
Detective Franklin, you may approach.
And what did you find when you got to the house?
Blood was everywhere. In the pool, outside the pool, where we hit her, on the steps, on the pool tile, everywhere.
It was one of the worst beatings I ever saw. Her head was almost caved in.
Your friend hates our guts.
Now, Kevin talked to you the night his wife died. He didn't have to, but he did, right?
He told me what he said happened.
And you checked it all out, make sure it was true.
To the degree that I could, yeah.
Right, because that's your job, to find the truth. So you asked his little girl if he came in to kiss her goodnight. And then you checked the oven, make sure it was warm, proving that he made dinner. And then later you verified how much he was in love with his wife, how close they were.
Objection, compound.
Actually, his objection ought to be facts, not in evidence, because this witness didn't do any of these things, not one.
Your Honor.
Hey, if you want me to break it down and go over every little thing he didn't do, No problem. We got time.
Why don't we just stipulate that he didn't do the things you just asked him about and call it even?
Fair enough. No further questions.
I just have one follow-up, Detective. Was there a shred of evidence that anyone else was responsible for this murder?
No. From the moment I got there and saw him covered in his wife's blood, he was our only suspect.
Thank you.
The shadow jury trusts Tom more than Stormer, but Kevin looks cold. They don't like him. Warm him up.
Got it. How they liking the DA's case so far?
Even though they like Tom more, most of them like the DA's case better. The others haven't decided, but they're following it.
Sure, why not? It's a good story. Smile. Warm, not smug. Jury ain't feeling you right now. DA's theory is coming in strong.
He approached her from behind, then attacked her with a club, as our reenactment shows. The first blow sent her to the ground. He kept hitting her. Then he dumped her body in the pool, probably to wash evidence away. You can see what a violent, bloody, horrific attack this was. It was just horrible.
Thank you, Doctor. No further questions.
They're ready to convict him right now of that demonstration.
You're the first defense witness, so be strong in there. Look, I've handled a lot of expert witnesses, and of all of them, you've been my favorite.
Really? Miss Teller? Are you married?
I wear it in trial. I think it gives jurors more confidence in me if they think I'm married. Just be yourself in there, only much, much simpler. And follow my lead. Answer my questions precisely, all right? So we can see the victim tripped, hit her head here at this precise angle.
Yes.
Then, disoriented, she stumbled and struck her head again. These two falls led to a series of splintering cracks, which appeared as 5 head lacerations. Like, if you dropped a watermelon once, it would cause a lot of cracks, as if it had been dropped more than once. Am I getting it right, Doctor?
Yes.
And your recreation approximated the actual forensic evidence almost perfectly.
Yes.
So it's not real hard to explain. She falls, hits her head once, then again, then falls into the pool.
That's what the evidence shows.
Thank you, Dr. Palermo. Oh, sorry, one last thing. Would you say the wounds in Caitlin's skull were more consistent with a blow from a golf club or contact with a hard surface, say, the edge of a pool?
Well, contact with the edge of a pool. A golf club would have left more concave and deeper patterns.
Thank you. Nothing further.
Great job. Let me ask you about the murder weapon.
They found his golf club.
Hold on.
Did you know the defendant claims to have lost this golf club?
Objection! Sidebar!
Sorry, excuse me, Your Honor. I didn't say it was this 6-iron. We are not introducing this 6-iron. This is just a piece of demonstrative evidence for the jury, an example of the club type we think was used. We still haven't found the actual murder weapon. Though the defense does seem awfully worried that we did, don't they? Why is that?
Objection overruled.
The wounds in Caitlin's skull were caused when Kevin O'Neill smashed her head with this. Once. Twice. 3 times. 4 times. 5 times.
As I said, in my opinion, they were most likely caused by a fall, not by that or any other golf club.
Yes, we know. You're being paid by the defense to say that. You can stop now.
We're losing.
Are you telling me the shadow jury isn't buying accident at all?
According to the jury consultant, a few jurors are open to it, but the rest don't believe the police can be so wrong about everything.
They will, when they see this. In Strickland's video, did you notice there was no umbrella? It was there the night Caitlin died.